1988 BMW 525i. Obviously saloon car, Alpine white. This thing has been in a small collection of cars, dry stored, tucked away for about 10 years. If you check the description, we'll put the full history of the car on there, what we've got with it, what we know about it. Nice spec thing. It's obviously been well looked after. It's been stored properly. We'll start by having a look at the bodywork. If we look at this front corner, it's all nice and straight. Where the bumper meets the wing is nice and even and correct. Looking down the side of the car, you'll see it's all lovely and straight. The arch itself is all nice. You do have a little scuff just here and a tiny little mark in the paint just there that wants addressing. It has a set of sort of period correctish racing dynamic alloys. It's got all 4 centre caps, all 4 Michelin tyres on it, which are loads of tread left in those. Moving down this front wing, all nice and clean there. The sill is good all the way along. It's not been jacked up wrong or smashed up any curbs or anything like that. Driver's door's lovely and clean and tidy. We do have a couple of little marks here, but they're just on top of the paint. They look like they're polished straight out. And the same goes for a little mark on the corner of the wing mirror there as well. I think that would come straight off, to be fair. A-pillar's nice, and we've got another little stone chip just up here. We'll have a little mark even. Going along the top of the windscreen, that's all good. Sunroof model, which works, tilt and goes back and all that sort of stuff. Roof itself's lovely and clean, no ripples or dents or anything in that. Coming down this pillar, same scenario again. There's another little mark, but it feels like it's on top of the paint. It looks like it would come straight out, to be fair. This rear door, all nice and clean. The plastics are good. They're not sort of covered in tyre shine or anything like that. They're not dried out. Especially, same goes with this trim all the way down the side. There's not even a scuff in that. Really good. Rear arch, all nice and solid and tidy all the way around. This area can be a bit of a problem area on this sort of era Beamers, but that's all good. Another good wheel and Michelin tyre. Rear bumper sits just as well as the front as well if you look at that gap. Moving around onto the back, both tail lights nice and clean and bright, no cracking or anything in those. BMW badge is all good. Quite often these can peel off, or the colour can, sorry. Top of the boot lid all good. Lower half of the bumper and everything's all nice and tidy. It's not been scuffed. Bumper corners are good. Like I say, these plastics are good all the way around. They're very dark. They're not shiny or dry or brittle or anything like that. Going around this rear screen, heated rear screen around here. It's all good. You've got the aerial for the phone that's inside. It's there, still switches on. All that sort of stuff as well. Again, around here is good. Arch is nice all the way around, as you can see. Another good wheel and Michelin tyre. Rear passenger door. There's not really any marks or anything to note on that at all. Same goes for this sill. It's all good all the way along. No sign of any corrosion or smashing up curbs or anything like that. Front passenger door, same story. No marks. The white shows up any little bits of rust or mark or anything straight away, and it's really clean, this car. Look down that side there. It's really, really good. This arch is all good. Again, you've got a little mark in the paint there. But other than that, all good. Another good wheel and Michelin tyre. So it's Michelin pilots all round. Matching, same sort of tread depth, all that sort of stuff. All 4 Hella lamps on the front are all nice and clean and clear. They've not been smashed by stones or anything. Same goes for the indicators. Lower fogs are all good. The plastic on the bottom half of this is as close to brand new as I think you're ever going to find, to be fair. Bonnet itself, we've got 1 or 2 tiny stone chips, which is to be expected. But other than that, really, really good. No ripples or dents in the bonnet. Whole car is the same shade of white. All nice and bright. Really, really good. Clear glass all around. Interior, we've got the sports, what I call the sports seats, which is the cloth front, leather backs, the stuff that you got on the E30s and things like that. Nice and clean on that door card. Driver's seat's really good. There's no sign of any wear. The camera might throw a couple of shadows on there, but there is no marks at all on that seat. Tiny little, sort of not crease, don't even want to call it a crease. Just where someone's been sitting, but actually a steam cleaner gets those straight out. I've seen it happen before. Got a set of mats that are aftermarket in here, but they are on top of the correct mats, which I like brand new with even the plastic trim bit where your heel sits is really good. So they're really good. Sports steering wheel on this one. I've checked the VIN. It was ordered with that as well. It's quite often people will switch it for those. We'll just knock that ignition on a second. 78,322 miles. Period correct, sort of Panasonic stereo in there. Temperature controls and everything. Electric windows all round, and we then have this Motorola mobile, which if you hit that button does turn on, power's on, all the buttons working, all that sort of stuff. You've got the speaker down here for it, which is kind of cool. It's an electric sunroof. The headlining and everything in this is really good. No sign of any funny smells or stains or moisture or anything at all in there. Another nice clean door card. The door checks and insides the doors all around are really, really good. There's no sign of any wear at all on that. It's got the big armrest, but again, no sign. Even the leather straps are really good. And again, that's part of the cable in for your phone, which plugs in at the back and then runs to the aerial. The backs of the seats are good. Again, we've got these aftermarket mats that cover the correct ones, which are all in lovely condition. The boot is up because I lifted it up a second ago to have a good look. Under here is just as you'd expect, like the rest of the car. Original spare in there with a correct uniroyal tyre on it. Lovely and clean in there. We've got a little bit of a sticky something there, but other than that, really, really good. No sign of any corrosion at all. Boot carpets are lovely and clean. And one of the things I always check on a Beamer, because I'm sad, if you do it too, we can be friends, is the toolkit. What's gone missing over the years. And on this one, all the spanners, the pliers, yep, everything's there, including the warning triangle. None of it looks like it's ever been used as well, which is really cool. Kind of gives it away because they're in such a light grey tray. If they get used, they stain straight away. Another good door card on the rear passenger side. Again, these door checks are good. The chrome work's really good as well. I didn't point out earlier on. Chrome work all the way around is really, really good. Backs of the seats are nice. There's not really anything to whinge about on this car. I've tried looking for stuff. Tried to be as picky as I can, but I can't really find anything that I want to complain about. And again, that's it, all lovely and clean. You've got a very small little mark there. Tiny, tiny thing. Just on one of the checks. It actually looks like the stitching's just sort of... In fact, it's not. That'll clean off. It's a bit of dirt. There you go. And other test. Has it got a torch? Yes, it's got a torch, but double whammy. Oh no, I thought we had a working torch. I was almost convinced. Nearly there. I will find a working one day. You never know. But full toolkit and the torch in place. All the signs are good. So we'll have a look under the engine, under the bonnet, sorry. So obviously reverse bonnet on these. And again, I've said it on every video we ever do on a Beamer, if you're going to buy a BMW, make sure it's a 6-cylinder, that's the whole point. Inner wings, around the strut tops, everything really good. It's had sealer on it at some point, but there's no sign of any corrosion, there's no sign of any fluid leaks. It was driven to us. It starts and drives every time I go to move it. It was sat running while we gave it a good clean off for 20-30 minutes. Temperature sat perfect. Exactly as you'd expect of an old Beamer, to be fair. They're not going to let you down, are they? Get it started up. You see, apart from a seatbelt light, because no one sat in the seat with a belt on. Oh, there you go, even better. All the lights are out. There's no pixels missing from there. No sign of any steam or smoke or anything. Lovely and smooth. 2.5 litre 6-cylinder engine just singing away. Manual as well. Quite often these are autos. They are nicer as a manual. So there you have it. BMW 525i Alpine White. If you check the description, we'll detail everything we've got in the way of history, what we know about it, where it's been, what's been done to it, all that sort of stuff. But if you do want to come and have a look at the car, we're open every day apart from Sundays. Just let us know, we'll book you in. If you can't get to us, we can do video calls, we can send you more pictures, more videos, answer any questions, whatever you need, just let us know. Thank you.